things that make Bulawayo the best place to be in if you intend coming to visit or live in Zimbabwe. Well, here's a couple of things that I consider to be really, really why Bulawayo is a great destination city to live or to visit. First thing, they are friendly people here in Bulawayo. Very kind, very welcoming. You would love being here if you would choose to come and visit. I have felt welcomed by total strangers, just extending their hand whenever I've needed one. So that to me is a very important thing if one has to be relocating in a place that they don't know. Just recently, I was in one of the grocery stores that I shop in. It is actually like a wholesale, and it's called Fazak. And change is really hard to come by here in Zimbabwe. So I gave the attendant, I was getting some water, and I gave the attendant some money, and she looked at me, she didn't have change. I only gave her a $20 bill. She didn't have change. So I was trying to figure out, should I go in the store? Is she going to go in the store to get, in the main store to get there, to ask for some change? And while we're just looking at each other, trying to figure things out, up walks this young man by the name Arthur Evans. This is a shout out to you, Arthur. Thank you so much. He just walked by and said to the lady attendant, "Here, I'll take care of it." I looked at him, I looked at the attendant. I was surprised. I was quite stunned. He said, "Yeah, I'll pay for your water." I had two, 19, 20 liter big bottles of water that we buy for drinking. And he said, no, don't worry, I'll pay for it. I was shocked. So that is Bulawayo for you. From nowhere. I don't know this guy. I now know you. Hopefully I can remember you when I see you the next time. But thank you. This is a shout out to you for your kindness, for being a friendly Bulawayo citizen. Yes, there are still good people around, and you are one of them. Thank you. So friendliness is important, for you to be able to make it in a place that you don't know. If you find people that are supportive to you, that walk in and just help you out, like whatever Arthur Evans did, it makes it a little bit better. The city is also very clean. Look, I have seen other cities here in Zimbabwe which will remain nameless. Bulawayo stands out for its cleanliness. The city streets are fairly decent. The streets in the locations and the suburbs, they are also quite clean, remarkably clean. In comparison to the other cities in Zimbabwe, Bulawayo is the place to be because of its cleanliness. Even with the slowness in customer service, I think Bulawayo also stands out being a better place where you get decent customer service. Check the link, the site, and watch the video that I talk about my ventures in shopping in Bulawayo. Honestly, it has been a pleasure being treated with respect and being respected for being a customer, providing business to these places that I have visited. So if you are to compare that kind of service to the other cities, Bulawayo still stands out. There's also so many places of interest that you can visit in and around the city. There's Kami ruins, there's Matobo. Matopos. You have the Centenary Park in the city, and so many other interesting places that you can take time to go and visit. So I think Bulawayo stands out really, really well. Delivery of service, this leaves a lot to be desired, but it's still a lot better. I'm going to talk about what things that I still find undesirable, annoying. Bulawayo is a very peaceful and quiet city, much more peaceful than Harare, for instance. It's quite laid back. It is really, if you're raising kids here, I think it's the city to be in. If you're retired, I think it's the city to be in. If you want to stay focused as a young person and build, this is the city to be in. It is really, really, really nice. It is far less congested than for Harare, for instance. It is an up and coming city with a lot of room for growth and development. You can see and feel that it is a sleeping giant just waiting to awaken. So it is one of those places that one would position themselves in to be in the next wave of development. Trust me, this city is going to do well. It's going to grow. So I would not hesitate saying that Bulawayo is a place to be in. I also have a lot of quiet time to do my gardening, which I love. I am a novice at gardening and I am enjoying it. I love it. It is one thing that I always wanted to do, and now I have the time and the space to be able to do it. Now let's talk about the things that the things that are frustrating, that I don't really like about being here in Bulawayo. And it's not even specifically Bulawayo, but being in Zimbabwe. Number one, ZESA, the power cuts. We have mitigated that by having solar, but it's still a nuisance. If our batteries are not fully charged and we have no ZESA, we have no power. But thanks to my Dover, that is my go-to thing when both ZESA and solar are not there. But we've done well because we have the solar and we really don't have much of a problem in that aspect. But it is something that I honestly do not like. It is a general problem here in the country. Electricity is erratic, to say the least, as well as the water. City water, erratic. We have water tanks, and we just managed to connect our borehole so that the water can run into the house. So that's pretty much another thing that we've done to eliminate the frustration of having no water. But that is a citywide thing, a countrywide thing, where water supply is still not quite up to date. There's a little bit of stories about thieving going around, people coming into people's homes and stealing. It's very uncomfortable. It's a very uncomfortable feeling. I know there's theft that occurs all over, but you would want to hear and feel safe, which I do, but it is disturbing to know that there are thieves just going around in the neighborhood and getting into people's homes and stealing their things. About customer service, don't hate on me, guys. It is just my feeling. But customer service here, it leaves a lot to be desired. I think we can do better than that. We are customers, we bring businesses, no matter how small the amount of money we give or we bring to that business, it is still money. It adds up to the bottom line of that business. So, business people, retailers, please treat us like treasure. We bring some revenue to your businesses. Don't treat us like garbage. That is still something that I'm struggling with here, because customer service, I hate to say it, it's poor in general. Yes, Zimbos, let's talk about the truth. It is poor. There's a lot that can be done to improve that, but we tend to be just brushed off. So that is still something that I'm like, no, I cannot handle. Just recently, I was in one of these stores that I shop in, and I'm gonna say Pick and Pay, Ascot, and it's one of the places that I like to go to. I needed to use the restroom. I asked the attendant, the one who gives the sanitizers at the station. I completely ignored. Like I was asking her for her paycheck. I'm a customer. I had a need. I was going to shop. I needed to shop on an empty bladder. Comfortable. But I was treated, honestly, now. Pick and Pay, you can do better. People come and buy food every day. It's nice to treat us with respect. I just needed to use the restroom so I could shop comfortably. I talked to the supervisor. I told them they won't be seeing my 2 cents in there, at least for now. My husband was coming into the store because I was in there first. I stopped him at the door. I said, we're not shopping here today because I don't have to be treated that way. No, thank you. So customer service, there is a lot of improvement, a lot of change that can happen to make us customers the kings. We make the businesses get that revenue. But treat us with respect. Come on, man. Don't look down upon us. And before I forget, one of the most uncomfortable thing for me is being on the roads. I don't like being on the roads here. They are rugged. Most of these roads are rugged here. Potholes everywhere. Woo! I hope that in the near future, it is something that is going to improve. But as of right now, the roads, woo! Nah, that is definitely something that is not likable about the city roads. If the city roads are like this, I don't even know how the rural roads are like. They are not in good shape, and that is a fact. So, do I like driving in the city? No, I don't. Do I like driving in the suburbs and the locations? There's too many potholes everywhere. But the drive here is a lot better than driving in Harare. Enough said. Bad roads. So to me, those are some of the things that make being here a little more challenging. Efficiency, you're used to that. Timeliness, you're used to that. You have to have a whole shift when you come here. Things happen slowly. So that would not make me pack my bags and leave. I mean, I have to just learn to get used to it, but I can honestly say there's a lot of improvement that can happen in this country to make it really run efficiently, and customers and consumers treating each other with consumers being treated with respect. So enough said about that. All in all, I love being here. I have no regrets coming. I hope you get encouraged. This is just my life. This is just the reality of it. No sugarcoating, no making it look like everything is perfect. No, it's not. But you can live here and be comfortable. So that's what I'm trying to share, that this is my day-to-day living. It can be done. It is really, really not what Zimbabwe and the rest of Africa is portrayed to be. Trust me, I am not overlooking the challenges that are in this country. But I still want to live here. I still want to be here. I'm hoping that things do change and improve for everybody. Good health, good schools, good roads. But at the moment, in this moment, I choose to be here. And I love being here. I honestly do not overlook the fact that there is indeed inequity. There is indeed a lot of people that are struggling. I acknowledge that. While that is a reality, I still choose to be here. So hopefully it opens up your minds and your understanding of why some of us choose to be here despite the challenges. And let's have a dialogue, let's have a conversation about it, and just being mindful of being respectful for other people's choices and not denigrating and degrading them. In the meantime, take care of yourselves and each other. We will have another chat the next time. Bye-bye for now.